my very chains and I grew friends, so much along communion tends to make us what we are. Some of the last lines of Byron's Prisoner of Chillon. I hadn't realized how much I had become comfortable with the silence of the prayer service, the silence of leading a prayer service to a screen and not hearing other people respond, other members of the community respond. I hadn't realized how much I had become used to that silence until last Friday, when we were able to gather for the first Kabbalat Shabbat service on site in 65 weeks. It was an extremely powerful service. We had nearly 100 people in the sanctuary, over 100 people watching online, and they saw how emotional I became because of the singing, because of the response, because of the playing of instruments, because of the music that gathered us together and really helped us lift our prayers in a totally different way to how we have experienced in nearly a year and a half. Goethe said that religious worship cannot do without music. He said it's one of the foremost means to work upon people with an effect of marvel. Arnold Bennett said, music is the language which the soul alone understands, but which the soul can never translate. That coming together to hear instruments, to sing together, is so powerful it can't really be described other than the experience itself. Judaism has a long history of instrumental music. For example, in Psalm 150, the final psalm in the book of Psalms, we talk about praising God with the sound of the trumpet, with the sound of the harp and of the lyre and of the timbrel and of strings and of pipe and of cymbals, all these extraordinary instruments that did exist in the temple that were part of temple worship. And tonight, they're part of Temple Beth Shalom's worship, because for the first time in very many months, we have a Friday night live service again. This is where we are getting various instrumentalists to come together. We sing lively, upbeat versions of our prayers. We lift our prayers, our liturgy. We help it come off the page, come through our souls and out as an expression of communal joy and love, of being together in the presence of God. So I strongly, strongly encourage you to join us this evening, either physically present or following online. Tomorrow morning, we don't have our regular Shabbat Shacharit service. Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel said when he was marching in Selma that he was praying with his feet. And we encourage you to do the same tomorrow at the Pride Parade, which would be around the same time as our Shabbat Shacharit service. So we invite you this Shabbat, tonight, to pray with your full voice, to pray in community as much as possible at our Friday night live service. And we encourage you, invite you to join us in praying with your feet tomorrow for the Pride Parade. However you join us, with voice, with foot, with motion, in community, we hope that you have a Shabbat of peace, of joy, of lifting up your voice in praise of God and the wonder of our community. I wish you Shabbat Shalom.